There's one thing Rishi Sunak and the Irish PM Simon Harris do apparently agree on in their row over asylum returns, which is that the UK's policy of trying to send asylum seekers to Rwanda is providing a deterrent to people claiming protection in the UK. And Dublin argues this hardline UK policy is pushing people to travel from the UK to the Republic to claim asylum, with the Irish Justice Minister Helen McEntee claiming last week that 80% of those seeking asylum in Ireland are coming over the land border with Northern Ireland. There's no question the Irish government is struggling to cope with housing asylum seekers. This morning, the authorities cleared the tents of some 200 homeless asylum seekers who had been camping out in the centre of Dublin and moved the inhabitants to new temporary accommodation. But how justified is the claim that the challenges facing Dublin are a consequence of the UK's Rwanda policy? Let's start by looking at the official figures for the number of people claiming asylum in Ireland. They only go up to February, when 1,569 claimed in that month. But reports suggest this pattern over the last 2 months, with around 1,600 claiming in April. You can see a big rise over the past year. But the biggest rise in monthly applications actually came in late 2021, and that was before the Rwanda plan was announced in April 2022. And it's important to note that there was a large rise in asylum applications, not just in Ireland in 2022, but right across Europe. If you look at asylum applications adjusted for population in 2023, you can see here that Ireland's experience was in line with the European average at 26 per 10,000. Now, there have been some suggestions that applications for asylum in Ireland could rise significantly this year to 20,000, up from 13,000 in 2023. Let's be cautious about that, because it might not happen. But if it did, that would raise the asylum applications to around 39 per 10,000 people. Yet that would still not be as high as the rate seen in some European countries such as Cyprus, Austria and Greece in 2023. And what of that claim from Dublin that 80% of those claiming asylum are coming across the Northern Ireland land border? The basis for this figure is puzzling because, of course, people can travel freely over that border without monitoring. So how would one know? And the Deputy Irish PM, Micheál Martin, actually conceded to reporters this week that this was not a data-based figure. It seems the number was based on the assumption from Irish officials that if those making claims directly at the Dublin International Protection Office had not also recently been recorded as entering the country by airport or seaport, they must have come over the land border. But as some migration experts have pointed out, these applicants might still have arrived by those other routes and yet not applied for asylum immediately. Now, it's possible the UK government's Rwanda policy will act as a deterrent and also create spillover effects in Ireland and perhaps other countries too. But the statistical evidence we have so far doesn't seem to support claims we're definitely seeing that. And it's vitally important to put both the Irish and UK asylum flows in a bigger context, namely a major wave of asylum claims hitting the whole continent of Europe.
Ben